Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
This is Ahmad from Columbus, Ohio. Just asking a question. Why don't we just say the heck with the salary cap and sign two great defensive linemen we've waited forever to win a championship? Why just go get the best two that we can afford and let's go forward.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Quincy, it is a hard cap, so you can't go over the salary cap. Unlike basketball where you just pay a luxury tax. Football's the one, it's a cap, and you can't go over whatever the salary cap is. So it isn't as easy as, let's just go write a check. And the other thing is, philosophically, they don't seem to value defensive tackles. Let's see if that changes this offseason.
Yeah, it's like, and even in the NBA, you can't just sign a free agent if you're over the cap, right? Like, you have to get a trade, acquire that player, and then extend somebody who's like has their bird rights. It's a little bit more complicated, but it's like, hey, the Browns are all in. You know what I mean? Like, there's no question that this team is all in. They just traded 3 first-round picks and paid a quarterback $230 million. They're not doing that to go 10-6 every year, right? Like, they're doing that because the goal is to win a championship. If they weren't all in, they wouldn't have made that move. They would have stuck with Baker Mayfield and made him compete with the Jacoby Brissett and just see what things are. This is so, I think people are worried about that, but the evidence is on the roster. You don't have Deshaun Watson on the roster at age 27 if the goal is to win some games and see where you are next year. The goal next year is very clear. Like, this is the year that they expect to have realistic championship hopes. And if they don't walk away from that season feeling like they had a realistic chance to win the championship or with the championship, there will be consequences. So they're going to do everything on their end to make sure that they can ensure that. And that's going to involve spending money. So I don't think an expense is going to be spared going forward when it comes to this team's hopes to win a championship, because again, the evidence is the existence of Deshaun Watson on the Cleveland Browns. That does not happen unless you're trying to win it all now.